Well, good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's another glorious day here in northern Illinois. Sun's shining, temperature's just perfect, about 65. Looking good. Got a new project here. And it's been sitting in a shed for I don't know how many years. And somebody did a good thing in that they drained the gas tank. It is perfectly clean inside. I don't know if I can say the same thing for the carburetor. It's got spark. I tried that. I dribbled a little two-stroke gas down the cylinder, and she fired right up and ran till it ran up out of that gas. I turned it up on end, and the gas ran down here, so I know it's getting to the carburetor. It ran out. You can see the wet spot down there, I imagine. And so I'm guessing that the carburetor needs a little attention, which is par for the course. So we'll get into it. Okay, I did a little research on this snowblower. I wasn't sure how old it was or how long it had been sitting. Hi, Shelby. How are you? She wants to be in the picture too, I guess. Anyway, I found out that it's, of course I knew it was a Montgomery Ward, and it was made by a company called Gilson, and it's a model 486A, a GIL 486A. It was manufactured in 1966. It's a 6-horse Briggs engine, and it's a single-stage blower. So it's a really old piece of equipment, but it's built like a tank. So I just thought I'd throw that in there. I'm probably going to put this up for sale for the cemetery board and see what I can get out of it. So I'll put this in with the YouTube video. All right, the first thing we're going to do is remove this. Those hold this metal in place. They also hold the head on. So, obviously don't want to fire it up. Get those bolts out. And the bolts don't want to come out. I like it in there. They're nice and comfy. It's coming. Alright, I'm not sure if there's any more or not. I know the muffler goes, yeah, there's a little 5/16 screw on that side. So we're going to have to go get something to put our stuff on. So, let's put these head bolts over here. And let's go get us a 5/16 or just a flat screwdriver, probably do it just fine. I think there might be one over here. How neat I am with my tools, huh? I think that's got most of them. Shouldn't take a lot of tools to take this apart. Let's put the camera on a stand here and point it down there and take our screwdriver. This is a Briggs engine. It's pretty old, I suspect. Alright, that appears to be the air intake. And the choke is right here. And the carburetor. Let me show you. This is the air intake here. This down here is the choke. And then underneath, there's a lever here. All the way in is kill. All the way out is throttle up. Now it looks like it's been losing some oil here. It's a 4-stroke engine. So I think the float bowl was probably overflowing. So it's going to need to be taken off and looked at. So we'll get at that and I'll get back to you. Alright, we're down in here. We're going to get this air intake off first. That's a 7/16 right there. So we'll get that guy. Hopefully you can see. And hopefully I can do this and hold the camera at the same time, because I can't afford a cameraman or woman. Well, I won't do it with a 3/8 because I just said it's a 7/16, you dummy. All right. I'm thinking that we'll pull that box right off of there now. Yep. All right. You don't really need an air filter on a snow thrower, because there's no dust or anything floating around. All right, so what do we need now? Trying to figure out where everything's connected. This is the throttle. It goes underneath there. I can't see. I think I'm going to have to take it off up here and see where it goes from there. I'll be back. Alright, we got it cut loose, and there's the throttle cable is the only wire, I guess you'd call it, is the only thing connected. You can see that that thing is, oh boy, there it goes. Hopefully I caught all that, so I'll know how to put it back together. We'll take it over on the bench and clean it up and see what's going on. I think this will have to come out before you can take the bowl off. So we'll go find a place to work, take our screwdriver and tear it apart. Oh boy, find a place to work. Might be easier said than done. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Okay. I don't think there's anything else we need to do. I think we'll put this back in. Okay. All right. We'll blow through here. Cannot blow at all. No problem. All right. Next. Okay. Then or if you're supposed to back it off, but I'm going to seat it in tight and assume that this is the adjustment. Oh, you know what I did? Dummy. Keep getting in a hurry, don't I? I gotta go pretty soon. All right, what time is it? 3 o'clock. Well, I got it running on the carburetor. I took the carb out and cleaned it and put it back on, and it still wouldn't start. So I went over and adjusted the air fuel here, this spot right here, and I screwed it out a little bit. It wasn't getting enough gas. I think on 4 strokes, carburetors adjust the amount of gas you get, where on 2 strokes that I normally work on, they adjust the amount of air, I believe. Now, don't quote me on that, but that's what I think anyway. So we got down to here, and obviously somebody had made a home in here. The problem I'm working on right now is that the clutch lever doesn't actually release the wheels very well. So I'm thinking this is all belt drive, not friction drive like some of the other ones. I don't think I need to put that in there. Let's see. All right, let's get that little mouse nest out of there. Oh, that was pretty easy. Okay, so right here, this is the lever that affects the clutch and puts it in first or forward or reverse or neutral. Now, I don't see I do see a zerk here. Maybe it needs a little grease. It's not all that rusty down here. The belts should allow some slippage, I would think. Where do we turn? We're just turning. Chains are in good shape. There's an adjustment there, but I can't tell what it is. That belt should slip. I think it's in neutral right now, or it should be. But the gears really turn pretty hard, and the wheels turn pretty hard. Again, I don't see any way to lubricate them, although they do have a lot of grease on them. You can see in there. It's going to tip over on me. Well, I'm going to squirt some grease in here. I doubt that that's going to make a difference. This down here is the impeller drive. So I don't know that it could be dragging on there, I guess. No, that's not even turning now. So the impeller is in neutral. It could be that the belt that's in here, I assume it's a belt, it could be a chain, but I'll have to look at that. Because I just don't see anything else that would be making it hard to turn, to push or pull. Unless there's turning something that it isn't supposed to. I don't see that that's the case. This belt, that belt's nice and loose. This belt's nice and loose. Huh. Don't know. I'll find out. Oh, come on. All right, so hopefully we got this thing all done. I disassembled this. This guy wouldn't move at all, hardly. And now you just crank it right around. This is an adjusting plate, and it was adjusted incorrectly. And these are two adjusters up front here, this one and this one, and they were adjusted improperly. And there was a lot of gunk built up in there. Alright, the carburetor, I took it off and cleaned it. It wasn't real dirty, but some of the jets were plugged a little bit. So we got that taken care of. We adjusted the control levers a little bit. It didn't want to roll by itself. It still rolls real hard, but I think that's just the nature of the beast. There's nothing in there that's dragging or anything, so that should work. Tomorrow we'll take it out and do a little run test on it. Just run it across the yard and back. There's no snow, so we can't do that. But the I did verify that the auger turns on. It's a single stage, which means that there's only one auger turning. In a dual stage, there'll be the auger will drag snow in and send it back to another spinning wheel there, and that will throw the snow out. So that's what they call a two-stage. All right, this thing's built like a tank. It's a Montgomery Ward, and Montgomery Ward has been out of business for, I don't know, 20, 30 years. Well, good morning. Actually, it's afternoon, and I just got outside, so I'm gonna take a look at this snowblower, see if it'll start. It's plenty cold, so it hasn't been run since day before yesterday. It didn't start yesterday. So it's been a couple of days. The weather's cold. It's 37 degrees out there, I think. Let's see if it'll start. First thing we do, choke is on. And down here, let's see if we can get a look at it. The throttle is out. On. Then all we need to do, let's see what happens. Gas is turned on. Let's see what happens. Turn the choke off. All right, we got some more gas in it. Let's turn it back on. And it seems to throw leaves just fine, so we'll have to wait and see when we get some snow if it works with snow. Other than that, the only thing left to do is I need to adjust the forward and reverse lever. It's only got 1 speed forward and 1 speed reverse, but reverse doesn't want to kick in, so I think I got it too far to the forward part, so I'll readjust that. Wait for some snow, and that'll wrap it up. If you enjoyed watching me get this 55-year-old piece of machinery back online, why, please like and subscribe. I'll appreciate it. Thank you.